So we are halfway home in this tournament and rocking a 26 under through the first 2 rounds. We've got an ace on the card. We've been decorating the area surrounding the pins. We've been just throwing darts in there. It's been great, and we're going to try and keep that up through the rest of this tournament. That's the hope, and we're pretty much going to have to if we want to score low here, because my putting is just, it's never been my strong suit. So we're playing off of the middle tees here. We've got high winds out of the southwest, very firm fairways, firm greens, and the greens are fast. So we're gonna be needing to expect a little bit of release. Things are gonna want to bounce. They're gonna want to go. If we get tailwinds, it's really gonna want to go. So just gotta be mindful. Gotta make good decisions as we go around here. And let's send it off. I will take that drive. I will take that drive every single time to start. Game's harder than learning guitar. I'd look at it in a similar way. You know, not necessarily easy to pick up, but manageable to pick up, hard to master. Right? You know, you've learned how to play some chords. You know, we're pretty you're pretty solid in your chord progressions and some of that stuff, but now you're trying to play some harder solos and things. Pretty good control on this. Hit it a little slow. Puts us a bit off to the side, but still a reasonable approach. Inside 10 feet. We've got a breaker. I think if we aimed it like here with pace, then we would sink this putt. Since we're playing it with a little bit less pace, we play a little bit more break. I think that's going to be how I have to envision some of these putts. Play it with pace, then take the pace off and play ourselves out. That might be a good way to visualize some of those downhill putts that are at an awkward kind of distance. All right. So we get on the board, wind's turning on us a little bit. So you get a sand wedge, downhill, might play 126, 127, somewhere in that ballpark. I think this sand wedge shot might actually land a little bit long. Stop turning on me though. We've got some backstop, but I think I just want to give it a little back spin. Try and maybe play it from behind. All right, not a bad strike at all. Oh yes, just drop it right in there. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, so in there, 1-2. 1-2, bang, bang. Thinking of upgrading to a PS5 controller? The haptic feedback on PS4 is next to nothing when putting. Are you playing on... You're playing on PC, Wasp? The unfortunate thing is on PC, I don't think the rumble for either of them is really any good. Just as like a word of warning. I think we're gonna play this driver somewhere in here. Try and get ourselves like a pitch shot. Okay, a little bit slow is completely fine. A little bit of a pull to the left got me quite a bit scared. I was like, I thought I was playing this a lot safer. Okay, so now we are actually, this is right into flop shot territory. We've got a firm green, so I think we can probably play this flop with some bite. And we should get like a hop and stop. Kind of spot here. Oh. Well, distance was good, but that swing played and tempo looked atrocious. All right, note to self. Next time we have a flop shot, I think we just need to slow ourselves down a little bit, maybe take a practice swing, get a better feel for it. All right, so this putt should be on an inside line and then break like there. Oh, man. Thought we had it. Thought it was coming back across enough for us. Good effort. Good effort there. All right. Gonna play a little, just a touch of fade. Try and get us over that, little strip of light rough. Oh. Carry it. All right, we get away with one there. Didn't commit to the swing enough. Leave ourselves a little bit slow. But that shot shape gets enough wind behind it to just take us down over the bunker. All right, so a gap wedge pitch like this. I think it's gonna wanna land just a little bit past this. I think the wind just shifted on us. So now I'm gonna play it. Stock. We're gonna take a practice swing. We're gonna take some practice swings here because that's what we're looking for. A little kick forward, roll a little bit. Fantastic. Now we get a little bit offline, right? So that's the only real downside to this is we are not directly below the hole. Straighter putt is somewhere in there. But if we can hit this nicely. There we go. Oh, all right. Good bird. Good bird. Always scary. It's not a long putt, but it has enough break in it to get you concerned. You know, it's outside the hole. You've got to commit to being outside the hole. It's just never an ideal situation, so good bird there. All right, we're gonna need a kick to the right. Sit in the light stuff? Okay. That'll play. It'll play. Because at this point, distance is definitely key. So we are uphill shot, 21 feet. So it's probably going to play around pin high. Maybe like a yard past. And then If we go for the low end and kind of go like 5% off of this, lose another 7. So we come out to about here. Worst case scenario, we're gonna land it here. Otherwise, we're gonna be a little bit long. And I think that that is perfectly okay for us. It's a nice strike. Here's the bounce. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. 5 inches or 5 feet downhill an inch. I think you just have to go for the aggression. Put it left edge. Send it home. Take your eagle. All right. We're on a march here. 5 under through 5. It's precisely where you would like to be. Let's just keep it up. Nine iron down into the wind. Ooh. All right. I have a feeling that this shot is going to be a real tough one. It's got a one. I think with the club that we have, I think that this 9 iron is definitely wanting to land around pin high. I think I'm gonna have to put some backspin into it. Try and sit it a little bit short. It's gonna carry some of that momentum down the hill. So like, didn't get a good strike on it. All right, we're on the green. It's a tough downhill putt. Left to righter here, and we're gonna have to, this is gonna be one that I think we are trying to like die into the hole. I don't want to go too much pace here and end up long and rolling all the way down. So pretty much playing for the par, being a little bit protective. A little bit more. Come on. That last little bit more gets us dripping right into the hole. Hey, thank you, Chupacabra. Thank you. All right, so downhill there, wind plays a little bit in. We're very firm green, so I think we're gonna have to play some sort of high draw into the wind, play it more to this left side here. Should bleed through here, kick a little bit down to the right, and leave us in a nice spot. I don't think it'll get down to the rough. Lovely drive. So downhill into the wind, everything's playing off left to right. Kind of an interesting thing, because we had a shot similar to this, I think just a little bit more to the left in a previous round. Played like a pitching wedge, and really the downhill lie didn't seem to do a whole lot in terms of affecting the shot. So maybe it has a little effect. So I'll play this out to maybe 41 on the carry from the downhill and the lie. We've probably got about 10-11 miles an hour of wind coming back in on a diagonal here. Yeah, so we're still going to be a little bit long. Now, I think if we play for the backspin and then play for just like full backspin and just a little bit of loft, think we can... pushed it with the slow. So I think we can dial it into a decent number, and if we go long, maybe spin it back a little bit. So there it is. There's the spin, but just didn't quite get the swing that we were trying to. All right. Right to lefter. Gotta think, just how is this rolling? How is this carrying pace? And I think I do like this line. Turn. Oh. Held a little bit flatter in the middle. Held just a little bit flatter in the middle. Okay, so we don't score there, but that's also just a lack of execution. I think we drew up a really good shot for it, and we just did not execute. So let's play a little bit of a stinger. Little low draw. Run it up the fairway. This should hopefully, because we took a little bit off of it, hopefully this is like a full pitch. Yeah. So sand wedge, it's gonna be uphill, a little bit long. I think you just take a touch off of it, maybe give it a little bit of bite. All right, the winds are a changing on us. Gonna be short because it's gonna stop. Yeah, that's okay. Just up the hill. Just get it on the outside edge. Give it some pace. Get it home. It's exactly where we want to be. Perfect stuff. All right, so par 3, 9th. Yeah, this is the long one. This is the long one. And I think I could be mistaken. I think I'm thinking of the other long par 3. There's a very similar setup to this. It's only 14 yards. It is up the hill. I think we could go long with this shot. I think maybe I put just a touch of loft on it, but more than likely, we are just looking for this shot to try and roll up, get kind of somewhere up top. 102'd it, so definitely gave it too much power. I mean, that is up top. That's an incredibly hard one to get to over to the left. Wind is playing off of that side as well. So you've got to aim pretty dang far off of the green, which starts to put you in a pretty tough place. So I don't think there's any real shame here in ending up where we did. You're gonna be low. But that's a pace thing. Okay. Good read. But when you have the pace that dies it to the hole, that's not gonna cut it for a read that's trying to go a few feet past. So a little bit of an underhit there, but also probably a little bit of hesitation on, hitting it too far there. Downhill ones are always a really, really tough one to judge for me. Look good for a while. Yeah, it did, but just knowing that there's all that right to left break at the end, it's just one of those ones where you know what's left to come, and it's just like, shame that. All right, downhill lie. Now, lie percentage and uphill into like a 13-ish mile an hour wind. Probably plays more than 13 as well. So we're looking at it probably landing in here. I think if we wanted to, we'd probably play a little bit of D-loft on it. Something like that. Try and flight this 7-iron and run it up the hill just a touch. I like the swing. Now we're a little bit short. Yeah. 99%'s not gonna cut it. 99%'s not gonna cut it. Hey Zane, how's it going, dude? We are living well. We are living well. Trying to compete in the the tip top, the Platinum Tour in these shootout conditions. Doing pretty well. Just I don't shoot the. I live into like 13 under, give or take some strokes. I'm pretty consistent at it. I don't shoot the. I've shot a 17 and a 16 once. I don't go and shoot those like crazy low scores. Pretty much at all, let alone consistently. So. Yeah, we definitely try and compete, but there's only so much you can do. And that's fine. Hey, what's up, Sid? Break came too late. The break came too late. All right, so we're 7 under through 10. It's pretty solid. It's pretty solid, but we're gonna need more than that. Oh yeah, it's a good place to live. It's just it's always trying to break that next barrier of skill and consistency. Yeah, we've been floating around the same 20 to 30. World golf rank is kind of where we've lived for like the past year and a half. Been here a long time. At some point, I would like to get better compared to the field, Downhill and long, and then wind's playing back in a little bit. $29. I think if you play this out, I think stock 3 hybrid is the way to go. That little swing plane out to the right just plays so much at that distance. So we're on the right shelf. The distance is pretty much exactly what we want it to be. New baby will give you the dad strength needed to take over world number 1, or send me into retirement. I think it's gonna be potentially one of those two things. Hey, what's going on, Not? Welcome back. Oh, that's gonna be short. I had the right read and I underhit it. Gosh darn it. Just get the baby to stream? Yes, I must raise the next generation of virtual golfer. He will surpass me. Alright, not really sure what's going on with the swing right now. We're pushing. Gotta stop doing that. 3-wood action is gonna leave us short, right? We're gonna hit and we're gonna be short of where we'd like to be. Now, if we take the driver here, probably stock is short of this, but I think something along this line. Everything's feeding that way, so as long as... Oh yeah, that's coming out low. That's coming out low left. And then wind, big kick to the left. We gotta play it somewhere out here. Didn't even play it enough to the right. That took quite the first bounce. It kind of just decided it wanted to go up and over the slope. So just a little bit much there. Gonna be streaming in the middle of the night soon. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's gonna happen with the schedule and everything, and I'm gonna apologize in advance, Wayne. I really don't know what the baby is going to allow for. Take a birdie there. Get off the par train. Been missing putts, which is no surprise to anyone, I hope, at this point. But still not ideal. All right, we're not finding the same patch of rough as the last 2 rounds. As long as this stays flat, we should be good. Okay, so for the first time, we get to approach this green. We're not taking 4-iron out of the rough, so that is a very, very nice change of pace. Now, the problem that we run into is 4-iron is too short. 3 hybrid is much too long. You kind of probably want to be somewhere in here and letting that hybrid roll out, like just land towards the front of the green. So I'm thinking full loft, maybe not quite full loft, but quite a bit of, just enough cut to make a difference. Now this is gonna come out way to the side, like way to the side. We want it to turn back around. I cut it too much. Maybe not. Maybe I didn't cut it too much. Maybe I cut it the right amount. Keep going. Keep going. Well, that worked out. Whew. All right. All right. 9 foot on that approach. Useful. All right. I definitely like second guessed myself because I was trying to land it towards the front of the green and roll it out. And then I was like, nah, it's landed too short. But hybrid rolls like hybrid rolls, Evo. Just hybrid things, you know? Get in there. Get in there. Character looks like Mac O'Grady. It'd be really, really helpful if I knew who Mac O'Grady was. I don't know if I'm supposed to be a disappointment for not knowing that. Alright, nice little baby fade, follow the wind. Get it on down there. We might actually be pitching this. Nah, that's probably a lob wedge. No, it is a pitch. What do I know? Who would have thunk that distance perception in a video game is hard? All right. We're gonna just let this pitch take the little bounce and roll. Leaped a little right. There's the bounce right, but there's the roll. See, that's where I always get tripped up. That's where I always get tripped up with the pitch. Is like, how much is that tailwind gonna let it roll? And how much of the spin is gonna get, you know, like how much is it gonna spin when it hits that upslope? So I make the decision to make sure we get up here. I still don't think it's a terrible decision. The wind is the spin? Oh no, absolutely. Absolutely, but those slopes are also the spin. Those pants are loud, Linkster? My wife picked this outfit out. So you gotta take that up with her. There it is. There it is. You'd wear those IRL? It's funny because when we look for like any sort of golf clothes for me, it's like, oh, those look nice. But then it's like, but what would you wear with that? You know, so like it's way easier to be like, oh, get gray or khaki pants so that you can wear a variety of shirts with it. But there's some definitely like nice looking like blue, you know, light blue shorts or pants or, you know, things across the color spectrum. But then you're like, well, what shirts do I have that I could even match with that? The answer is normally none, which maybe just means I need to acquire a larger selection of, you know, golf shirts, but... Okay. This is a really tough approach shot here on 15. This is a really tough approach shot. Cause I think we have to de-loft this. And basically hope that we can get up this hill. There's the strike. A little bit long, but you know what? I think that's okay. I think that is perfectly fine, actually. Because we get it into a little bit of a hill, so it slowed it down. Which is huge, because I thought that was going to release a lot more than this. Alright, short putt, slightly down the hill. I think you want to just hit it with some pace. Probably put it on the edge here, let it break back to the right. Be confident, be bold. I try and drip feed those way too often, and it's led to a lot of missed putts. This, I feel like, is the type of shot that 7-iron would take a big kick forward, then go. It's got the backside. You know what? 7-iron. Yeah, something like this. 7-iron, touch a D-loft, get it short of the green, bounce it on, and then watch it roll. We're a little bit left, but it should still take the kick forward and roll out. All right, I was banking on being a little more right, which would probably give it more of a lower bounce, but this is still a pretty good place to be. Go for the layup off the tee and still hit into the heavy rough. Yeah, that's one thing that I always try and live by, Wayne, is if you're gonna lay up, you gotta find fairway. You know, now whether I do that consistently or not is a completely different story, but that's what I try and do. Because yeah, if I'm gonna be in the rough, I would rather be long. Not gonna lie, my heart skipped a beat there because I think if I hit that with the power I was trying to, there's a chance I was long. I kinda backed out of it, but it was enough forward swing to actually register the shot. All right, that's a really tough pin. Uphill shot would be 145. We can probably get this 3-wood to land around the same. I think maybe a little bit of shape like this, and we can get the kick to go up. Just trying to get on the green, I think. Hit it a little fast, but 102, we're gonna leak out too far to the left though, unless we get a really lucky landing spot. Wow. So just enough power to get to the flat section. All right, that's cutting it a little bit too close. That's cutting it just a little bit too close. That being said, we're on the green with a putt for Eagle, so it's not luck, it's all skill, right? That's what we're supposed to go with, I think. Oh, it's still a bit low. Stay. Oh my goodness. No. How is it that much? Well, alrighty then. That's a fun experience. On to Connect next week, Wayne. Nice. Making big strides. I'm so incredibly disappointed by that. That just rolled out like a crazy amount. And I had taken that power pretty far back. Seemed fairly flat through here. All right, well, we get lucky and then we blow that opportunity. You know, not what you're looking for, of course, but happy to get out of there with the par. Okay. So the final question of the round is, when you have a downhill drive into the wind, how bold do you go? And I think it's as bold as you trust yourself to be. So we're gonna play a slight draw, backspun, and then we're gonna not swing at it. Distance was good, just didn't swing. Probably because I'm talking maybe a little bit too close to the swing there, so my bad. My bad. Nine iron is mega long, but we're short. I think this is just a guess shot. So there's the low end, all the way down to 77%. So glad we went up a club, otherwise that pitching wedge was coming out absolutely horribly. All right, can we make a big birdie putt? Make a big birdie putt on 18? The answer is no. We cannot. All right. Still a solid round. We get in there with the 13 under. Definitely had some opportunity at the end there to tack on a little bit more to the scorecard, but that's a really good place to be. That's a really good place to be. We're averaging 13 under a round, and now we just got to take on round 4.